like hands on the hip, looks at everybody, just bright and shiny, blah blah blah. And then
Please tell me your inner sensors were going off.
Yeah, I was definitely like, okay, like this all sounds okay, like for $3.
Yeah.
What is lay catch?
Where's the butt?
Yeah, and I didn't say it. The older white guy didn't say it, but the lady said it. She goes. So what is this all going to cost us? Because he's talking about us having like a specialized grocery list and all this shit too.
Yeah.
And where we would pay for our own shit, but they would tell us what we can and can't have. And she's like, okay, so what is this all going to cost us? He goes, all right, here it is. This program runs about $4.99.
Oh, $5?
So, yeah, right. $500.
Get the fuck out! Don't have an advertisement that says free and then tell you it's going to cost $500.
Yeah, that's my first like.
Did you get up and
shoot
leave?
From the hip reactions? Like fuck you.
Did you get up and leave?
I did not get up and leave. I listened to the pitch.
God damn it, Brandon!
I was respectful enough that I listened to the pitch, even though I felt disrespected having this person tell me, "Oh yeah, it's free. Come on down." When you could have told me
it's going to be $500
over the phone, and I could have been like, "Oh, I can't."
Yeah, bro. I got 2 toddlers and a fucking teenager.
Right, and Christmas is coming up.
Yeah.
On top of that, today alone, I'm sleeping for an hour and a half just to come talk to you.
Get the
have
fuck
you
out.
waste my fucking
Get the
time.
fuck out.
And he says,
bullshit.
this program runs about $4.99. It's like, just say $500, fuckle.
Yeah.
And he's like, but we'll need a down payment of $50, and you can pay us however much you feel you can afford throughout the weeks. But by the end of the 5th week, we need to have the whole $500 paid.
So they want $100 a week.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you give them a spoon?
So I could eat my ass?
Yup.
No. I was just like, And he said all that stuff, and all 3 of us, the people listening, like listened to everything until it came time for the, you in? And he said, what do you guys think? You in? And looked at all 3 of us. The old white guy was the first one to go. He's like, yeah, that's a no for me. And the trainer guy's like, just period? Or is there one thing you don't like? He's like, yeah, period.
Yeah, period, bro.
He's like, okay, all right.
You were fine until you said $500.
Right. It went from free to $500. Bro.
Yeah.
And then he looked at the lady and he's like, how about you? And she real quick, no sass. She's like, I don't know. And he's like, is it to all of it or just parts of it? And she goes, it's
It's
And he goes, all right.
How about you, sir?
And I told him, I was like, I can't do that with good conscience. Go home and tell my wife,
I just spent $500 to lose weight.
Well, not just that. Like, if it actually loses me weight, and I could see, like, okay, this shit looks responsible, and we'll put together, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
I could see, like, okay, I spent this much money on a personal trainer, whatever.
It'd be $500 on a personal trainer who you would go to a Gold's Gym or even a Planet Fitness. Mm-hmm. And spend $500. Your wife would understand that over old fucking dumpster Bob.
Right.
In this building he rented out. See, I had the same thing. You know those people, DirecTV at Best Buy? Mm-hmm. I went to work for them. You want to know where their office was? In a bank tower. Over in Bettendorf.
Yeah.
That's where their office was. Yeah, I felt real fucking weird about that. Like, this is where we run our operation from, is a bank tower office that we rent.
Right.
Come on, bitch.
So I will say some places do that. And
just
are
the
able
whole,
to pull it off.
just the whole. I mean, we did the whole door-to-door magazine sale, so we have an idea of shady.
Yeah, exactly.
And that dude was straight Durka. That's not meant to offend anybody. It was a good old Southern boy that was part of the group
behind that one.
Yeah. No, No. So basically,
But yeah, I was
that's
like, yeah, I
scam
can't
all day,
with,
bro.
I can't with clean conscience say, to my wife, hey, I got tricked into this $500 personal trainer
Your
program.
wife would murder you.
Right. Like, I can't do that.
I ain't trying to bury you, bro, and I ain't trying to fucking step in as husband number 2. Like, I ain't trying to put up
Be
with
number
her.
3, bitch.
Yeah.
The trifecta.
Yeah,
so,
that's a scam and a half.
Yeah. So I was like, pass.
So
he's like, okay, well, if you guys,
you guys change your mind, our office will be 3 doors down next week.
he's like, if you guys change your mind, I've got all your numbers and you've got mine, so give me a call.
Yeah.
And
nah, bitch.
the lady on the way out the door, she goes, by the way, lose my fucking number. And walked out. I was like, yeah, that sets the tone. I'm out.
Yep. Okay, so I'm going to end this with, if anybody listening is struggling with weight or wants to lose vanity weight or obscene amount of weight, I mean, just make sure your calorie intake is less than your output and you can eat whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah. Make sure that if you have a burger from Wendy's, you're going out and running. You're lifting some shit.
Just move.
Yeah.
When I was in shape, guess what I had for lunch? Chicken wraps from Burger King every day. But I would go to the gym for an hour afterwards.
Yeah.
And guess what? It was when I was in some of the best shape of my life. I had abs.
Damn it.
Now I have a ab.
I've got a camel's hump.
You put some water in there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that a girl.
You hear sloshing.
Yep.
Yeah, so yesterday had the scammer.
That was yesterday?
Yeah.
See, Brett, some of the stories you tell, I think you just dream in your sleep.
I could take you to the building right fucking now. And just,
If we did a video podcast, we did a video cast, I would totally say let's get in the car and talk about this on the way there.
let's Facebook Live it all the way down.
Yes.
Yeah, so that was my yesterday. My today was the child sunflower vomiting on me at Best Buy. And here we are.
Yeah. See,
and I think
I saw one of these things, like, we're both into movies and whatnot, and I saw one of these things, like, ooh, cast in for extras. So I put my shit down. They called me back right away.
Yeah.
I have yet to call them back, because I'm just like, I don't know if this is legit.
Right.
But now I'm starting to see one where there's one for Supernatural season 14 needs extras.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I really like that show. Maybe. I can meet my twin Sam. Maybe. So I keep getting calls from like Cedar Rapids for that.
Right. Well,
I'm hesitant to pull the trigger.
And that's the thing. Some of those things you can trust, some of them you can't. The bad part about it is both of them sound very similar.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Well, since we have me on,
Yeah.
that's only the mail lady.
Oh, there we go.
We're in the living room, by the way. Since we have me on, and last time I was on, we talked about wrestling.
Yeah,
let's talk about one of the hottest.
Cap it off by
one of the
talking
hottest
about
topics right now.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Any of the wrestling fans? It's the Alpha versus the Omega.
Yeah, Chris Jericho versus Kenny Omega over in NJPW.
New Japan, biggest promotion outside the United States.
Now, for the people that don't follow wrestling very closely, the reason this is exciting is because Kenny Omega is
one of the hottest non-WWE talents out there.
Yeah, he's one of the hottest like outsiders of WWE going right now. And Chris Jericho is a legend. He's been around for close to 30 years now, I think. Upwards of 30 years.
Yep. And here's the thing. He's always said he would never wrestle anywhere outside of WWE once he got there.
Right. So them announcing the match between Chris Jericho and Kenny Omega is huge.
Yeah.
At least for wrestling fans, people outside, they see the ripple and they're like, okay, big deal, what about it? But for us, like, this is exciting.
Yeah.
And so they're having Chris Jericho versus Kenny Omega at NJPW's big...
Just say New Japan. Just say New Japan.
Sorry. New Japan's big pay-per-view.
They're WrestleMania.
Yeah.
It's called
January 4th.
Wrestle Kingdom 12.
I'm so excited.
And it's the co-headliner. Besides Nato and Okada for the heavyweight title.
Yeah, I'm ready.
So here's, if you haven't paid attention, this, from what I've listened to when I listen to Jericho's podcast, which is a really good podcast. It's very good variety. This has been in the works since like August.
No shit.
Yeah, it wasn't just something that happened.
No,
he didn't think it was going to happen.
Well, you saw rumblings of it on Twitter with them talking shit back
yeah,
and forth.
but everybody thought it would be WWE side because Kenny's contract, I believe, is up after Wrestle Kingdom. So they thought it would be like an AJ thing where he shows up at the Rumble,
Yeah.
and all of that. Psych, motherfuckers.
We're going the other way.
So what had happened was Kenny had a match at one of the shows, one of the bigger shows. It wasn't one of their smaller towns they do their tours on.
Right.
Everything goes dark. And then a countdown comes on and some rock music. Really throws it off. I think they're using Judas.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Judas with the countdown, yeah.
Yeah. And Jericho shows up on their big screen to everybody going crazy and just talks.
And everybody's like, oh my god!
Yep, just talks about how he's the best and just
losing their mind.
Yeah, just kind of cuts the promo and challenges him. It's
And Kenny's like, fuck yeah, let's do this.
Yeah. And so
watching it was huge.
Well, and
you don't get stuff like that every day now.
No, and for us here in America, like, it happened like 4 a.m. here because of the time difference.
Right.
So everybody's waking up to like Twitter with the videos from New Japan and like the Young Bucks and Kenny and Jericho all retweeting this. And it was a refresh. It was a nice fresh thing because in a day and age where everybody will talk and you have all the dirt sheets and the interwebs and your no DQs and
it's like I saw that coming from a mile away.
It didn't get leaked.
Yeah.
It was two dudes talking shit online.
I was happy they kept it secret.
And bam, it stayed a secret.
I'm so excited to see the final outcome because Kenny Omega's style is very fast. Jericho has always been
He's methodical.
What's that?
He's methodical nowadays.
Yeah, right. But he's also always been one of the nimble guys, one of the cruiserweight size, or middleweight size, whatever you want to call it.
Bro,
but he's
the
getting
first
older now.
Undisputed heavyweight champion. He beat The Rock and Stone Cold in the same night.
Right.
He is one of the most nimble wrestlers ever.
He's the Ayatollah of rock and roll. Boom.
Baby.
But it's going to be exciting because
ever.
It's going to be exciting because Kenny Omega is like the young gun and Jericho's like the old gristled veteran.
Yeah.
Where are they going to go with it?
Well, here at the time, you don't know who's good and who's bad.
Right.
Everybody loves what the Elite's doing with the Young Bucks and Kenny, Bullet Club, Kenny.
But everybody loves Jericho, too.
Everybody loves Jericho. So how do you fix that? What's been going on right now in New Japan is their World Tag Leagues, which is like New Japan is known for their tournaments.
Right.
They do 2 or 3 of them a year.
Yeah.
Young Lions Cup, G1 Climax, and their Tag League. Mm-hmm. So Tag League was going on a couple nights ago. And another promo starts after an Omega match. Well, guess what happened, Brandon?
What's that?
Chris Jericho attacks Kenny Omega from behind.
Again! I loved it.
It was so good.
Bloodied the shit out of him.
Yeah. And even took out Don Callis.
Right, I saw that. I saw that he got in the ring and Jericho's like, fuck you two.
Yep, which is funny because Don Callis and Jericho have been friends for years.
Yeah.
Like, Jericho just doesn't care. Here's what the best part is. Can we cuss on this podcast?
Fuck yeah.
All right. So, they're separating them. Oh, no, not that one. We'll fast forward. So, Kenny talks about, I should have seen it coming, whatever. And then Jericho's doing a press tour or a press conference while he's there for Wrestle Kingdom because it's up in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Kenny comes out of nowhere, drills the piss out of him. So they do a big long little fight, little